Sorry about that, guys. Really, Uranus in Taurus is really affecting me. But I'm glad at least the discourse is not broken. So I'm going to give it a while. I was in the middle of doing Rachel's channeling, and then, yes, so I'm just going to give it a while until you guys find me again. So the channeling list, before that, I'll just see like any questions, any comments that was left. So, oops. Oops. Okay, let me just see. All right, all right, all right, all right. Right, glitches. Audio might not be working. Once. All right. Okay, perfect. Good evening again, Jordan. I'm glad you are here. All right, I was in the. Sorry about that oops. Sorry about that. All right, so I was in the middle of doing Rachel's channeling, but I'll do it again. So Rachel had two specific questions for tonight's channeling. She asked the energies between herself and Carrie, and well, if they would communicate soon, and if she should be the one to initiate contact. So I feel, Rachel, from the Akashic Records, I think let him initiate contact. At this time, you may be feeling, motivated, driven, and that's again due to the cosmic alignment that is going on at the moment. Astrologically, you may feel like you want to reach out, you want to communicate. But I would say, if that's what you feel from the highest vibrational space, from your soul, then go for it. But something, looking at the current energies and the book of life, it looks like he will make contact. And this time round, it's going to not start with an apology like he always does, but instead, he is going to reflect and he's going to share with you how he's been growing and evolving all this while, and how he recognizes how much you matter to him. So that's why it's headed in the right direction this time round, even more powerfully than before. But of course, the journey in itself is infinite and eternal, right? So there are going to be a lot of exciting things that you ought to do together. So that shows a very exciting perspective. So when I'm channeling his looking into what he's thinking about right now, is that there is a lot of nervousness energetically. He is planning to reach out to you, but he says that he doesn't want to make things worse. But at the same time, he feels empowered enough to speak the truth from a place of authenticity. So, Rachel, it is looking good for you. I would say your combined energetic fields are also looking very, very promising. So that shows a lot of shifts and changes. And it also shows that there's a lot of exciting things to look forward to as far as the future is concerned. So that's why I would just say, just go with the flow, and everything will fall in place. All right, next up, I have got Jordan. All right. Jordan's question is, what's coming through in regards to your connection with Luke? You can't seem to get him out of your mind, and you're actually trying to focus on yourself, and it almost feels like torture in your own head. You're trying to do things you enjoy, meet new people, but you think of him and you are reminded of him or the loss, that you are in a lot of pain from this heartbreak. You just feel like you've lost the love of your life, and that he doesn't want anything to do with you, and your divine masculine is Joe Stone. Yes. Thank you. So I just feel like I had been mentioning in our earlier channelings as well, this relationship in itself, ultimately the journey is to be with the divine masculine, right? With your divine masculine. So the roles that you're going to play in each other's lives are changing by the moment. Like every moment it's changing. In a way it's like shifting. In a way it's like you're going through a period of like immense change in itself, in terms of decision making, in terms of life in itself. So what is going on is the old part of yourself is like is going away. You know, it's like it's purging away, and it was your old self was drawn to this person. So your new self, you know, that's sovereign and making choices from within, is grieving that whole self, and you're also grieving that relationship. But having said that, this person that you've inquired about also is in the stage of great evolution. You know, he too is going through a lot of changes, which means he'll be able to meet you in the new vibration. So simultaneously, even though you are not twin flames to each other, you still do hold like a soul contract, right? So in that regard, it's kind of like giving you both the space to make something out of this life. So you have not lost him per se, you're just losing the old parts of yourself, and he's also going through that in that regard. But however, because your divine masculine is also incarnated in this lifetime, that causes a lot of fear with your the person you've inquired about, you know, because energetically you can feel your divine masculine's energy too. So that is one of the biggest factors why the relationship may not be moving in the way it's moving. So don't see it as that you've lost the love of your life. That's not the right way of thinking. I'm not saying, you know, there's a right way or wrong way of thinking, but what I'm trying to say is that it is changing, you know. So there's an opportunity from the divine for things to change, for things to shift, and for things to totally take another turn in your journey. So, having said that, keep yourself open. If this person is meant to come back, he certainly will. But if things are meant to be with your divine masculine, leave it in the hands of God too, Jordan. I just have to say, good things are coming ahead for you, and good, like truly, truly, with regards to your love life, you will be in happiness, full sovereign happiness. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. Next up, I have got Aren. So Rin's question is, hey V, things are slowly starting to come around for you. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Rin, really. So, you think your twin will be moving out soon, which, of course, it's not going to be easy for you. So, in what way will this benefit you both? Is it still making you sad to think about? You would like to look at it from a different perspective. General guidance, please. Absolutely, on a 3D perspective, you know, you're so used to your twin flame being your housemate. It's very hard. You know, it's like you can't even, like, on a mind level, even thinking about it, it's just going to cause you pain like ever before. But you willing to look at it from a deeper perspective, from your higher self, just shows that the amount of work that you've been doing lately has been in true integration of your soul. It has been in true integration of your evolution in your twin flame journey too. So the perspective is, both of you are from a higher perspective, both your higher selves have decided to take this temporary break with each other. So at this moment, she's planning on moving out, but I feel like it's the intention that matters, right? She's planning to move out, but she might not fully go through with it. So, Areen, in a way, it's like you're also willing to, you're honoring a decision and letting her go. So that too, that intention is truly aligning. So whether the move happens or not, you're both in a different place from before. So anything can happen. Expect miracles, expect shifts, expect changes that could truly happen. So that's why when you ask me, you know, in what um, way will this benefit you, in so many ways, you know, in terms of transformation, in terms of soul progress, regardless of whether the move happens literally or it doesn't. You know, your twin flame may have a change of heart, again, God willing, but it is looking better. Even if she hypothetically moves out, it will be a time for deeper reset and purging without each other, before each other's face, to only to bring you both together stronger than much before, right? With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Irene. Things are looking good overall in your career, in your life. So things are starting to, you know, get better in that regard. All right. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. Next up, I've got Kayla. All right. Kayla's question is life channeling. What are his current energies and thoughts, and what do the guides want you to focus on? All right. His current energies are actually in what I would call the excitement mode. So, Kayla, it does show that your divine masculine is just going through an intense period of deep changes in so many different levels. But at the same time, I'm seeing much more clarity. You know, your combined energy fields are looking very promising. They are looking so much more stable than ever, too. So your guides want you to just focus on the now, you know, only get inspired by the past, and also get inspired by what is to come, because I feel like there are a lot of surprises with regards to this journey that's coming through for you. And the messages that I'm getting from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that he is actually ready to do something about what you're both going through, because this limbo stage does affect him, but he honors that too, you know, because he does recognize you as his divine wife. So anything that happens in this journey, it's like giving him a much deeper inspiration, clarity always. So you guys just want you to focus on you becoming who you are becoming on a daily basis, clearing, purging, evolving, because that's exactly what your DM is also doing. You're mirroring one another. So when you come back together, it will no longer be about a solution, it will be the way of life. So that's what's really, really transformational. I see a lot of blue and green in your combined energy fields, indicating communication that's coming through. So that's a good sign. So with that, Kayla, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And next up, I have got Goodney. All right, Goodney's question is thank you so much for all your help. And if you are holding the union field, if not, what can you do differently? If you message him, like sending a photo or something without expectation, does it affect his nervous system in a negative way? Is it better for us to have no contact? Actually, Goodney, your combined energy fields, your union field is looking really, really elevated at the moment. It's very, it's like the energetic dance between the both of you is very beautiful. So go for it. You know, you don't have to do anything differently per se, but things are actually happening differently, because when you send the message now, a photo or something without expectation, it actually excites him, it actually stabilizes his nervous system, you know. So it's not affecting it in a negative way. In fact, you're giving him a it's affecting him in a positive way, because every time you message him, there's a smile to his face. He feels loved, he feels valued, and he's sending back that love to you in a very beautiful way. So it's not better for you not to have any I mean, it is actually better for you both to have contact, you know, not the latter. So I would say just go with your heart. You feel like messaging him today, go for it, message him. If you feel like, you know, talking to him, go for it. You feel like sending that picture, go for it, because he receives it with the wholeness of his heart. The combined energy fields are looking so beautiful, so exciting. You know, the energies itself, I'm seeing a lot of yellow and orange and red, indicating passion, a lot of passion between the both of you, and a kind of sacred excitement. You know, it's like he's being inspired to create more and more, be it music, be it art, be it poetry. He's doing all of that. So that's why it's no longer about union. It is that you've already anchored stability in your field. So now the next stage is just going to happen quite naturally. So Goodney, I just have to say your divine masculine's message to you is that he says that love is too little of a word to describe what he has with you. With you, he has everything: authenticity, love, freedom, everything, because you make him whole again. You make him understand what unconditionality is. You remind him of who he is on a star being level. You awaken everything for him. You are like everything. You're like truly the one who not only steals his heart, the one who gets him to the next level. So your DM wants you to know that he's so grateful for all your kindness, patience, and now you are able to love him through everything, not only this lifetime, but every other lifetime beyond. And he greatly appreciates you in every moment, in every period, in every juncture, and he's so excited as to what the future holds. So he says that every time you send him a message, he's so happy. He's so excited, and he receives it fully, and you stabilize him more. So with that, Goodney, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And next up I have got Tracy, and then I've got Alex. All right. Whatever comes through. Oh, Tracy, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. I see that you've just gone through a lot, but somehow your fields are recalibrating, Tracy. I feel like things are just, getting through together in a very, very positive way. I feel like, the purging continues, but this time round, you're able to balance the fields more in a level that is so pure, so profound, and magical. It's this great level of elevation in itself that you're experiencing. So at the same time, the messages that's coming through from your divine masculine is that he just wants you to know that you are incredible, in every way possible. You are just incredible, and that, you know, words don't matter. With you, it's authenticity. It's about the energies. Energies don't lie. So that's why he says that even in the past, when he said those words, he never meant them. And he realizes that you know what is the truth, and he says that he appreciates that he loves you so much, and he honors you so much, and that you are the best. You are the best ever, and you're also ready to and you're also ready to take this journey on to the next stage. And the next stage, you're being guided. You are being guided by the universe to bring this together, to bring all aspects of yourself together. So that is the reason why everything in this journey is meant to happen in the most beautiful way, most profound way. And Tracy, the messages from your guides are that they just want you to know that it all happens, it's all happening. Good things are coming ahead, and just for you to go with the flow. And your divine masculine's presence, your presence in his life, that the 5D communication is heightened, and you know deep down, this is a period of sacred shifts, sacred growth, sacred evolution, and beyond that, it's the renewal of love and the reunion of twin flame union magic. All right, with that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And finally, I have Alex. All right, let me have a look. Alex is saying, I've no idea what my question is, or even I have one, but I felt the pull to participate. I'm also not sure if it's the human mind or higher self directing you here. Either way, that you're curious about your man's human self, but also can sort of take it or leave it. I'm really loving your energy, Alex. So beautiful. Oh, and you know about his higher self, so absolutely, absolutely. All right, Alex. So again, you've given me the permission to give you a very generalized, I mean, not generalized reading, more of like what you need to hear kind of healing. So, what comes through immediately is your combined energy fields. What comes through is I'm seeing a lot of red, and red indicates passion. Red indicates how much you adore each other multidimensionally. So of course you are like, why aren't you seeing this so much in the 3D? So in the 3D, what's actually going on is that your fields are recalibrating, your fields are stabilizing, you're both going through a period of sudden shifts and stability. So that's why, again, going back to the root, going back to the color red, you're both anchoring in stability in your third energy field. So that's why you may be feeling a lot of fluctuations, because you are landing stability. So this is going to lead you to more unexpected events, more spontaneous things that both you and your DM are going to do together. So in a way, these changes are meant to be profound. So the messages that I am getting from your divine masculine is that he just wants you to know that he just finds you amazing, and how adorable and how attractive and how beautiful and patient and caring and kind you are, and how you're such a perfect lady. Like, he's never seen anyone like you, and he says that he will never see anyone like you either, and he recognizes you as his divine wife. And but at the same time, sometimes he gets scared, or he gets worried. He doesn't want to affect something so beautiful as you, because he has you up on a pedestal, you see. And but at the same time, lately he's been getting a lot of codes, a lot of downloads, and things are shifting greatly within him. And this is what's getting him to feel the energies multidimensionally. So, Alex, the message I'm getting for you from the universe is that you are not only going through a period of sacred change and sacred adjustment, but you are entering a golden period of shifts and change like never before. It is a period where things that you may have thought would never happen will start happening. Like, God is with you, the universe is with you, your higher selves are planning a lot of things that's all going to come together. So I just feel like all these changes are coming in at the right time. They're coming in to bring about more inspiration in your fields. It's also bringing about a sacred recognition like never before. So deep down, your guides want you to know, Alex, that everything that you're doing is in perfect alignment. Just keep being you, keep being yourself, keep being in your empowered, feminine, strong self, keep growing, keep evolving, and that's what's inspiring your divine masculine to do the same as well. So, excuse me. So that's why so much is going on in the field level. And at the same time, there's so much growth, and the theme right now is recalibration, growth, accountability for your divine masculine. Of course, he's been taking a lot of accountability lately, on a mind level, on a soul level. So that's why it's all going to come through when he sees you next, when he communicates with you next. It's going to come through where he is going to be in a space where he's going to be able to show you authenticity, integrity that has been holding back all this while. So that's why the fun times are coming for you, Alex. And with that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And with that, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's discourse. And I'll see you all again next week. Sorry about the technical difficulties. um I hope Uranus in Taurus starts to stabilize. With that, guys, I highly recommend the latest healing that I have shared. Do look at my website. It's called the Mirror Break Radiance Key Activation, Collapsing is Illusion, Reframing Your Divine Feminine Magnetism Healing. So do check that out. All right. With that, I will see you all again next week. Take care and love you all. All right. Bye bye.